Well, I'm kind of interested to see what I got in my traps. Kind of ramping up my trapping season as hunting season's kind of coming to a close, and then we got, you know, the holidays right now. It's Christmas time, so haven't had the most time to run traps or hunt, for that matter. But I'm just kind of trapping right around my place. Just got a handful of Dogproofs out right now, so gonna go see what I got with this warm up. I'm hoping that that's got the coons moving, and I got one or two here, so we're gonna find out. I got a couple sets I'm pretty excited about. Pulled up here, I got one. A darker one. This is my best spot. I caught one out of here the other day, and I'll usually catch one around here for sure, but that's my second coon of the year. I just kind of started trapping. Like, I'm kind of a self-taught, sort of like a self-taught trapper, I suppose you'd say. I mean, I've had some people kind of show me some stuff, but I'm mostly like learning on my own. You know, like I had a buddy of mine take me out for a few days a couple years ago, sort of learn some stuff, and but everything I learned on my own. So I got like 8 traps out. This is my property. I got 9 acres here in Iowa, kind of southern Iowa. I'm just kind of I'm just trapping this. I was like, it's got a few traps out, so that way I don't get like overwhelmed with catches, and like I'm pretty slow at skinning and stuff like that. But yeah, so I'm gonna get this trap. I'm gonna get this coon taken care of. I'm gonna get this trap reset, so we can have that hit again. But let's see this. Oh, that one was untouched still, huh? Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna get him taken care of here real quick. Alrighty. Well, that's the coon. That's kind of another thing too, for like, I don't know. I'm sure everybody uses something different for raccoons. I don't know how important it really is, but like, I just use dry cat food. Seems to work okay. I don't know if there's really a huge difference in, you know, the bait you use for coons will eat pretty much anything, so I don't know, but that's what I use anyway. I know one of these days I'll be a real man and not use a trap setter, but until that day, I got some like grip muscles I gotta build up, I think. I can set it without this trap setter. It's just easier and faster for me as a newbie. So okay, get that in there. Maybe a little bit of cat food. Yep. Marshmallow. These are last season's marshmallows. A little stale. So I'm gonna give them a freebie too, so I can get these things used up. And a little bit of chocolate syrup. Again, like, I don't know what everyone uses, but like, I feel like this stuff is relatively inexpensive and it's readily available, and it kind of works. It doesn't not work, I'll put it that way. I don't know if it's like the best, but I'll catch in it sometimes. I'm just gonna go down the trail. I'm gonna see if I got another coon down here, another set down here. I haven't set this one before. So I got a trail coming right there. It's a trail down there. I got my pasture up here. Some timber kind of bottom down here. There's another sort of trail right here too. So just kind of wanted to put it on what I thought would be a highway. So the marshmallow is gone, but cat food's in there and trap is unsprung. So that one is no good. It's kind of funny. So like, I've set this trap here. It's only 50 yards from that trap. I got another trap up there side by side. I've done that last year too. I set some doubles. I set doubles there, thinking like, well, if it's good enough for one, maybe it's good enough for 2 traps. And I've never caught a double there. And it's only ever like that one specific, like 5 foot by 5 foot spot that you put the trap there. That's the one that catches the coon. It's funny how it works like that. I don't know why, but it seems to. So that's 4 of my 8 traps. I just got 8 out. Kind of what I'm doing with this channel a bit is like doing it a little bit different. Like, instead of showing, you know, someone that's like really good at trapping and like piling up a lot of numbers, kind of showing like sort of a figure it out yourself DIY hobby trapper kind of aspect. Got into trapping, interested in trapping because you know, like I said, I like to hunt. Trapping is good for conservation. You know, raccoons and possums and skunks and stuff like that. They eat eggs of ducks and stuff, which I like to hunt ducks. I like to hunt pheasants occasionally. You know, they eat those. You know, coyotes and bobcats will eat turkeys. I love to turkey hunt. You know, eat fawns and, you know, for deer, like deer hunt. So kind of got into it, conservation, but like it is pretty fun too. But it's like one of those things where, you know, if you're on the outside looking in from trapping, it's like it's kind of very intimidating to get into, because like you think it's expensive, you think it takes all this time, you think it takes all this money. You know, there's just like this barrier to entry, like how the hell do I even start trapping? So like I'm kind of trying to show how you start trapping, I guess, and follow my journey along with it. But I do like, you know, I like to water set too, like do beavers and stuff. Caught a few beavers. That's my favorite probably. But definitely the coons kind of help with cutting back on the nest raiders. But okay, so I got this set here, and that one unsniffed. Nothing. This one is not. There's like a lot of activity through here. Like trails that like it's indented into the ground, like deer trails. Oh, it must be deer because it ain't coon. I set dogproofs here before thinking like, oh yeah, there'll be some coons on this for sure. It's just a general game trail. Why wouldn't the coons walk on the deer trail? But I've never had a trap set there that's even been sniffed. But I just keep thinking how used of a trail that is, that something would use it, but I guess not. So I don't know how you guys usually dispatch in the traps. I'm curious to hear down in the comments. Like I said, I'm still kind of learning. I use a 22 long rifle. I've done a headshot before, but I've heard that if you lung shot, that it's like less blood on the hide. But I feel like the headshot's just more effective and faster. I don't know. You guys tell me. Caught some possums in this set, like right here last year, but it's kind of an opening. Big old crossover for deer. I got a lot of deer sign here usually. Let's see if we got any raccoons down here. Next set. Don't see anything. Well, I'll be darned. That set is untouched. A little surprised by that. Yeah, I got my marshmallow still there. Everything. Alright. Here's what it is. I got 2 more on the, I could sit in the ditch to go check. And I'll go see if I got anything in those. So I didn't have anything in those ditch sets, so I only had 2 in the ditches. I don't know if I had those on the hottest sign or not anyway, but those were untouched. So got 1 on my checks here. And if some of these traps, I've had these traps out for a few days at my place. If some of them don't start producing, I might move them around. And first check, got a raccoon. This set's been sitting for a while. It's by this old log. And I'd never caught one here before. This is the first. All right, well, coon number 1. So I'm gonna just go and check all these traps real quick and see what we got, and then I'll get them rebaited. Like I said, I'm just kind of running them on my property. It's just like a pretty quick loop, except for 2 of them. They're just like up the road in the ditch. So I haven't really gotten accustomed to running them in the ditch too much. I've done it before, but haven't done it too often. So yeah, all right, well, that's the first one. I said I'm still like a new trapper, so kind of trying to figure out what I got here. A possum? Pretty sure it's a possum. Or a real white coon, too. It's a possum. Okay. So I'm still pretty new to trapping. I'm like learning all the ins and outs. Like, I'm not efficient at skinning at all. I'm still trying to figure that all out. So, yeah. Kind of surprised stuff was moving. It's been like just wet and moist out. But yeah, okay, well, got number 2, possum. Okay, here's my possum set. The one that I clean it, take anything out of there. Marshmallow's still in there, the cat food's still in there. What a nice guy. Hell, I'm just gonna leave that reset. Put another marshmallow on top probably. But that's what I'm gonna do with that. So I got 8 traps out. That was trap 1 with coon, trap 2 with possum, trap 3 is missing the marshmallow. Trap 4 is just up here. I should get some more dog-proofs one of these days. Anything? Nope. Don't see anything there. Also seems to be missing the marshmallow though. This one just is getting the marshmallow thefted out of it. Okay. So trap 4, nothing. I'm gonna check trap 5 up here. I don't see anything shaking the tree it's tied to. Look at one of marshmallow eaters. Need to spring in the trap though. Oh, the cat food's still down in there. But the marshmallow's gone, that's funny. I'm gonna have to shove that down in there a little bit further. Maybe throw a little bit of chocolate syrup out inside the trap. This trap here is set on a culvert right there. Missing the marshmallow. Everything was missing the marshmallow. But, oh, like, there's still cat food down in there. Let me see it or not, but, so I don't know. I think if there was mice getting into it, that they eat the cat food. I don't know, I'm gonna shove this marshmallow down in there a little bit further though. Make sure that, like, maybe it can't just be plucked out of there so easy. Let's see. I'm gonna shove that, like, there you go. I'm gonna try a little bit harder. 2. All right, 1 in there, 1 for visual appeal. A little tasty treat. Some chocolatey goodness on there. Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay, that one's ready to go. Well, I've got 1 coon and 1 possum between my 8 traps. And yeah, the possum I don't mind as much because again, like it's for conservation that I'm trapping. For the, that's one of the reasons. And they eat eggs as well. So, took another nest raider out of the population. But yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. Like I said, I don't want to, like, I'm kind of new to like figuring out skinning and stuff, so it takes me forever still. So it's actually kind of good that I'm not getting like a bunch of raccoons I gotta skin at once. So 1 at a time that's an appropriate level, I think. Well, today's the day after Christmas. Checking my traps. Feeling a little under the weather. That one doesn't have anything in it. Marshmallow just got pushed down to that. Nothing in that. Let's see if there's anything up this trail here. There wasn't anything in the log set that had the coon in it yesterday either. Anything in this one? Marshmallow's gone from that one. Dang marshmallow thieves. It's funny, I'm gonna have to spray a little bit of syrup on the inside of those traps to get them to take that cat food maybe. Whatever's taking the marshmallows probably has a sweet tooth. Marshmallow stuffed it out of there too. So I'm just gonna pull this set. My railroad culvert set paid off. Got a little coon in it. Right here. So that's good. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and check these coon traps one last time. I got 6 left on my property. I pulled a couple of them because they weren't producing. I did set 2 330s yesterday on the way to a late Christmas party. So I'm gonna go check those as well. It's also deer season, so like I'm driving around deer hunting too. But the weather is supposed to be like really bad today. It's like raining. My golly, it's that time of year. It's like raining with like 28 mile an hour wind with it's going to turn to sleet and snow and just real bad. So I'm not going to put a lot of effort into deer hunting. Plus I'm going to pull these traps for a couple days and let this real bad weather pass, and then I'll set some back out later. So today is going to be a pull day. All right, set number 1 does not have anything in it. That's my log set there. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. It's rainy and as sloppy as it is right now, I'm almost not gonna cry if I don't have any coons flopping around in a mud hole. that wouldn't hurt my feelings too bad. But I'll probably have at least one, but if I do, I do. I'm just not looking forward to like cleaning that thing up if it's all wet and muddy, but like I said, if it is, then it is. So, okay, well, these two had been catching and have not caught. So, gotta pull these here. So, yeah, I just don't want them steaks to get frozen in the ground. Plus, it's going to be like, yeah, super cold and crappy weather. So, I'll set some traps back out here in a couple days. And I'm planning around New Year's. With a long weekend for New Year's, I'm planning on doing a bunch of trapping and deer hunting on the river. So, should be a little bit of an adventure there. Come on out of there, marshmallow. All right, this is one of my ditch sets. This one's crazy. Like, the marshmallows didn't even get touched on this. That's wild. Not a good set. Okay, well, live and learn. Okay, last set here. This one caught yesterday, but nothing in it today. So, good news is about not catching anything today is I don't have to go and skin a wet mudball raccoon, so not too mad about that. Comes the moment of truth on the traps I'm real curious about. Got 2 330s down here. See if they did any good. I don't know. We'll see. Got this crazy bank here. I just set these yesterday afternoon. I'm gonna pull them today because it's supposed to get down to like 12 degrees. And they might get frozen in there. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea or if I should leave them, but when in doubt, I'm going to play it a little safe. Okay. Trap is unfired. I can see that one. That was. Yeah, trap's got nothing in it. I wasn't exactly sure where to place that. Hop in the water here. Well, I don't know. Let's go check this other trap here quick. See if we actually have anything or not. Probably not. I feel like I'd see it floating if we did. Yeah, it's unfired. There, it looks beavery. Some fresh sign here. Man, I don't know. I think I'm going to pull these for now to be safe. So they get frozen in here. I'll just remember this spot and keep checking it and probably put some traps in here again in the future. But I'm kind of bummed. I was hoping I'd have a beaver in here or something, but such is life. Well, that's it for this video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, follow me along. Like I said, this is kind of a different kind of trapping channel. Like, I'm pretty new, running small trap lines, doing it kind of as a hobby for sure. So, you know, follow along as I learn and figure stuff out. It'll be kind of fun. Anyway, yeah, hit that subscribe button, drop me a comment what you think. We'll catch you on the next video.